Shalom, it's me, that is Cyan, and today I'm going to be discussing the key points from our Torah portion, which is Balak. Let's dig into how curses can become your blessings when others meant them for your destruction. Y4T, count me in. All right, family, let's go ahead and begin in Numbers chapter 22, verse 2 through 6. So please get your Torah, open it up, and go along with it as we do. Tom Chi.
Torah Portion Balak. Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Moab was alarmed because the people were so numerous. Moab dreaded the Israelites. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, "Now this horde will lick clean all that is about us, as an ox licks up the grass of the field." Balak, son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at the time, sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor of Pethor, which is by the Euphrates, in the land of his kinsfolk, to invite him, saying, "There is a people that come out of Egypt. It hides the earth from view, and it settled next to me. Come then, put a curse upon these people for me, since they are too numerous for me. Perhaps I can thus defeat them and drive them out the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed indeed, and he whom you curse is cursed."
Kind. So, family, as we just went over, let's go ahead and dig into Balak's fear. The plot. All right. So, Balak, the king of Moab, sees how Israel has defeated neighboring nations, of course, by the right hand of Yah. He fears Israel and seeks supernatural help to curse them. Now, as we know, you're not supposed to consult mediums for guidance. However, family, the prophet whom he sought after was one who was enlisted to Yah. Balak sends a messenger to Balaam, a non-Israelite prophet known for blessing and curses. But please keep in mind, family, that blessings come from Yah as well as curses. So there's nothing no one can do to you, for you, or against you if Yahweh does not direct it. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into Numbers chapter 22, 7 through 11. Tom Chi.
Elders of Moab and the elders of Midian, versed in divination, set out. They came to Balaam and gave him Balak's message. He said to them, "Spend the night here, and I shall reply to you as Yah may instruct me." So the Moabite dignitaries stayed with Balaam. Yah came to Balaam and said, "What does these people want of you?" Balaam said to Yah, "Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, sent me this message. Here is a people that came out of Egypt and hides the earth from view. Come now and curse them for me. Perhaps I can engage them in battle and drive them off."
Now, family, what had to happen there? Balaam had to go and inquire of his boss, his Adonai, Yahweh. So, does that or does that not show you, family, that prophets, mediums, etc., once again, have no power other than what Yah allows them to do? I thought so. So, we're going to go ahead and look into Numbers chapter 22, verse 16 through 17. And I'm going to read it for you. It states, "Balak sent other officials to Balaam and said to them," or him, Salakia, "Thus says Balak, son of Zippor, please do not refuse to come to me. I will reward you richly. I will do anything you ask of me. Only come and damn the this people for me. Now, Balaam's response was this in verse 18. I cannot do anything for you, whether big or small, unless the Adonai, Yah, grants it. So, family, how many of us find ourselves in situations where we're begging someone to do something for us, but another person actually calls the shots? This can be sibling rivalries where they're dealing with their parents, or co-workers and bosses. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. But later, in that family, Yahweh said to Balaam, came to Balaam, Slakia, and granted the permission of him traveling back with the Moabite officials. God. So he left the following morning. However, please keep in mind, family, Yah was still upset. Now we're going to go ahead and continue to Numbers chapter 22, verse 22 through 33. And let's see exactly what Yah had awaiting for Balaam on that road ahead. Tamchi.
But Yah was angered at his goings. So the angel of Yah placed himself in the way as an adversary. He was riding on his she-ass with his 2 servants alongside. When the ass caught sight of the angel of Yah standing in the way with his sword drawn in his hand, the ass swerved from the road and went into the fields. And Balaam beat the ass to turn her back unto the road. The angel of Yah then stationed himself in a lane between the vineyards, with a fence on either side. The ass, seeing the angel of Yah, pressed herself against the wall and squeezed Balaam's feet against the wall. So he beat her again. Or the angel of Yah moved forward and stationed himself on a spot so narrow that there was no room to swerve left or right. When the ass saw now of the angel of Yah, she laid down under Balaam, and Balaam was furious and beat the ass with his stick. Then Yah opened the ass's mouth, and she said to Balaam, what have I done to you, that you have beaten me these 3 times? Balaam said to the she-ass, you have made a mockery of me. If I had a sword with me, I'd kill you. Then the she-ass said to Balaam, look, I am the she-ass that you have been riding all along until this day. Have I been in the habit of doing thus to you? And he answered, no. Then Yah uncovered Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of Yah standing in the way, his drawn sword in his hand. Thereupon he bowed right down to the ground. The angel of Yah said to him, why have you beaten your ass these 3 times? It is I who came as an adversary, for the errand is obnoxious to me. And when the she-ass saw me, she shied away because of me those 3 times. If she had not shied away from me, you are the one I should have killed while sparing her.
All right, family. Now, I do want to point out this. Yah warned Balaam not to curse Israel because, once again, they are blessed. Balaam insists he can only say what Yah tells him. And that's what he told Balak's official numerous times before he left his own home. Now, Balaam Slakia, traveled to Balak's officials, with Balak's officials Slakia. The angel of Yah blocks Balaam's path, as Adonai just read 3 times. Balaam's donkey spoke to him, rebuking him for beating her. Now, what I want to know is this. Adonai, what would you have done if a donkey spoke to you and you was out there whooping on this donkey? Would you, 1, try to figure out why is this donkey constantly swerving and stuff? Or would you, 2, actually pay attention and just go the other way? What would you have done?
animal actually speak to me, I know that's the message of Yah, and I was going to take heed.
God. Absolutely. So, family, as we saw and read, Balaam struck his donkey for saving his life, which, of course, at that time, Balaam couldn't see that. Okay? So, have you ever found yourself in a situation where Yah has sent multiple warnings to you from different people at different times? And sometimes these people may be strangers to you in regards to a decision that you're about to make. Those are designed by Yah to save your life, just as he displayed right here with Balaam on that road. Now, if you look at this passage unfiltered as this, Yah possibly showed Balaam that this angel of death is what will be waiting for you if you cross my very words. And if you do what I'm telling you not to do, as far as cursing the people whom I told you not to curse. So, as we read on, we see that Balaam finally reached Balak. And we're going to pick up in Numbers chapter 22, verse 37 through 38. Tamchi.
Balak said to Balaam, "First sent to invite you, why didn't you come to me? Am I really unable to reward you?" But Balaam said to Balak, "And now that I have come to you, have I the power to speak freely? I can utter only the words that Yah puts in my mouth."
Kind now, family. Riddle me this. Y'all know I like riddles. Why did it take for Balaam to travel to Balak to tell him the exact same thing he done told him and his officials while he was still at home? Like, did Balak think that Balaam's mind was going to change throughout the traveling process? Or does he think that Yah's words were going to falter? Now, as we know in Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, "For I, the Adonai, change not, and ye, O sons of Yaakov, are not consumed." Once again, that's Yah showing his unwavering loyalty to his own promises that he placed upon Yaakov as being his chosen people to himself. So, after Balaam had Balak build the seven altars, Balaam left Balak right there. He said, "Stay right there, okay? Stay right there, don't you move," while he went to go and consult with Yah. And Yah put a word in Balaam's mouth to send back to Balak, which is this, and is found in Numbers chapter 23, verse 7 through 11. Tamchi.
He took up his theme and said, "From Aram has Balak brought me, Moab's king from the hills to the east. Come, curse me, Jacob. Come, tell Israel's doom. How can I damn Silica, how can I damn who Yah has not damned? How doom when Yah has not doomed? As I see them from the mountaintops, gaze of them from the heights. There is a people that dwells apart, not reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust of Yaakov? Number the dust cloud of Israel. May I die the death of the upright? May my fate be like theirs." Then Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? Here I brought you to damn my enemies, and instead you have blessed them."
All right, Torah. So now we embark on the blessings instead of curses. Balak brings Balaam to various high places to curse Israel. Instead of curses, Balaam blesses Israel 3 times. First, Israel is numerous and set apart. Second, Israel will triumph over enemies. Third, Israel's dwellings are beautiful. A future king will rise. Balak is furious, but Balaam cannot once again curse whom Yah has blessed. God, that's kind of like people out here making curses and plotting on people like that, family, not understanding that Yah has it all covered through his protection. So, no, you cannot curse who Yah has blessed. Now, desperation is extremely real because despite all the communication from Balaam to Balak's ears now, family, Balak actually thought that if he moves to either the west, south, north, or east, family, that he could lick his fingertip, hold it out, and the wind would position him to the right area to build an altar and have Yah curse his chosen people. He did just like this. Let's go to the north. I know the curse is over there. He did just like that. That sounds stupid. All right. So Balak was truly trapped in his own wickedness and delusion. Now, let's read another pivotal moment in this Torah portion, family, which is going to come from Numbers chapter 23, verse 19. Time cheat.
Elohim is not man to be capricious, or mortal to change his mind. Would he speak and not act? Promise is not fulfilled.
You said Yah is not what?
Not a man.
Oh, Yah does not do what?
Change his mind.
And Yah's promises are what?
It's fulfilled.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, family, we can continually see, as stated before, to include in Numbers 23, verse 25 through 26, as well as Numbers 24, verses 12 through 13, that Balaam is not going to say or do anything Yah doesn't command him to do. Because why? Yah keeps his promises. He made a promise to Yaakov. God. He is not a man, so he will not change his mind. God. So, now, Balak is so furious with Balaam. He told Balaam, get away from me. Hurry up and get away right now, since you cannot do what I want you to do. I need you to get out of my sight. Y'all know how we do sometimes, family. Y'all know how we do. Now, what did Balaam say to Balak? Let's go ahead and jump into Numbers chapter 24, verse 14 through 24. Time cheat.
And now, as I go back to my people, let me inform you of what this people will do to your people in days to come. He took up his theme and said, word of Balaam, son of Beor, word of the man whose eyes is true, word of him who hears Elohim's speech, who obtains knowledge from the Most High, and beholds visions from the Almighty, prostrate, but with eyes unveiled. What I see for them is not yet. What I behold will not be soon. A star rises from Yaakov. A scepter comes forth from Israel. It smashes the brow of Moab, the foundation of all the children of Seth. Edom becomes a possession. Yea, Seir a possession of its enemies. But Israel is triumphant. A victor issues from Jacob to wipe out what is left of Ur. He saw Amalek, and taking up his theme, he said, a leading nation is Amalek, but its fate is to perish forever. He saw the Kenites, and taking up their theme, he said, though your abode be secure, and your nest be set among cliffs, yet shall Cain be consumed when Asher takes you captive. He took up his theme and said, alas, who can survive except Elohim has willed it? Ships come from the quarter of Kittim, They subject Asher, subject Eber. They too shall perish forever.
Blessed be Yah. Blessed be Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Now, family, if you take a look at Numbers chapter 25, verse 1 through 9, you'll see that our Israelite forefathers attached themselves to Baal Peor, committing all types of perversion of sexual acts, etc., which is very much against Yah. They submitted themselves to the practices of Moab, or the Moabite women, and to their pagan deities, which caused Israel once again to forsake Yah. Now, we both know as parents, what we try to do is keep all harmful things from our children to protect them. We deal with the hard stuff behind the scenes. Okay? Now, what did Yah do? He just did exactly what I just stated. He protected his firstborn, Israel, from the things they did not see, as far as Balak trying to curse them to overthrow them. Throughout this protection from Yahweh, this rebellious nation still turned aside and went against Yah and rejected his teachings by serving other deities, pagan deities, and they already were forewarned in Leviticus not to learn the ways of other nations, for they will entice you to serve their gods. And what did they do? They did exactly that, to the point where 24,000 Israelites were off from idolatry and immorality at Baal Peor from the Moabites and the Midianite women. Now, as we close out this Torah portion, family, let's take a peek at that zeal, Kanai, that Phineas had for the Creator, Yahweh, in Numbers chapter 25, verse 7 through 9. Tamchi.
When Phineas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, saw this, he left the assembly, and taking a spear in his hand, and he followed the Israelite into the chamber and stabbed both of them, the Israelite and the woman, through the belly. Then the plague of the Israelites was checked. Those who died of the plague numbered 24,000.
God. Now, as I told you before in other podcasts, and I'm going to tell you again, some of you need to get some Phineas energy inside of you. Whether it is your Ema, your Ab, your Yaladim, etc. Anything against Yah is annihilated. Kind? Be kind. Now, family, write down these little notes right here. And it states, Yah's protection over Israel. No curse can prevail if Yah has blessed. So stop worrying about who's trying to do something to you or whatever. If Yah has blessed you, keep it moving. They don't got no power. The power of speech. Kind, even a prophet for hire cannot speak against Yah's will. No. Spiritual warfare. Balak seeks mystical means to harm Salakia, Yisrael, but he fails. All praise to Yah. Internal threats. Yisrael's downfall comes from within sin and idolatry, family. Okay? Now, what did I say? I said that was internal threats. That means that is something they had to have been done personally. That person had to have done something personally. And unfortunately, Israel went in, they subjected themselves, they bowed down to false gods, and they committed sin in idolatry. And we, as Israel, the blessed nation, we still need to come out of that. Okay? Okay. All right, family. So that was today's Torah portion. And we were in Balak, which is from Numbers 22, verse 2 through Numbers 25, verse 9. Shalom, Barakat.